Epstein thing because I'd love to talk about tariffs because I disagree with like a lot of the stuff you were saying, but that other fella in the voice chat wouldn't let me talk because I said that he was a natural born man and he was getting upset about that. But it's neither nor here nor there. First off, where do you put yourself on the political spectrum? I'm curious. Like obviously you don't like Trump. What did I say to upset you? Because you sounded very upset in like the message.
Well, first of all, thanks for taking the time to debate this. This is my first ever YouTube live debate, so I just wanted to point that out there. So appreciate it.
You're
Um,
welcome. Thank you for coming.
Appreciate it. And I more so lean independent. I do have left leaning and right leaning views, but as of the current political system in the United States, I'm more towards lean left, if not independent. More so just independent.
Do you mind if I give you a litmus test before we start this? I just have like two litmus questions.
As long as they're honest, I don't mind.
I mean, yeah, they're honest. It's nothing trickery. It's nothing misleading. But the first question is, do you agree with the Democrat Party letting kids do bottom surgeries? And if you don't think that happens, I can show you on Google here or studies where I know it's a rare scenario, but bottom surgeries for minors do exist. So, what do you think about Democrats allowing children to do this, and what do you think about the left wing allowing them to do this?
Well, first, I don't believe it's like some conspiracy like human trafficking that the whole Democratic Party is doing.
Well, it's not a
And
conspiracy, but it's factual that the Democrats have legalized this and pushed for this in many states. It's not the entire
maybe
party. It's
they've
Democrat.
legalized,
It's Democrat party
therapy
Democrat.
like counseling and maybe purity blockers, but I'm not an
You don't think?
expert in let me
Okay.
just say, I am a straight male. I don't have any chance. I have no desire to change my gender or anything like that. So when it comes to gender and stuff like that, and transgender and sexuality and stuff like that, you're barking up the wrong tree for that, man. That you talk to a trans person for that.
Okay,
Th-
but if they were doing that, would you agree or would you disagree with that?
if it was harmful and illegal, obviously, if it was,
It's not. It is harmful, but it's not illegal. Would you let me
I'm sure
rephrase the
in some
question.
more cases,
Would
it's.
you let an 11-year-old or a 12-year-old cut off their wiener? Yes or no?
Could you give me an example of where that's happening, like a specific
California,
case?
Oregon. Would you like me to give you a specific
Like a
person as an
specific case,
example?
like a specific
Okay,
person from a
Dwayne
specific.
Wade's son. He cut off his wiener when he was about 15 or 16 years old. You might say, "Oh, that's old enough." That's why I said 11 or 12. Would you let an 11, 12-year-old? I don't think it's okay for a 15 or 16-year-old to do
But
that
that's what I'm
either.
saying. Example of an 11 and 12-year-old doing that.
But 15 and
16 and
16 is still
17 year
too
olds, I'm
young.
sure there are laws prohibiting
The
that.
only people
But
that I can name
you're talking
publicly.
about 11 and 12-year-olds.
Yeah, but the only people that I can name publicly is, kids of celebrities because obviously just like kids that go into the criminal justice system, that information is not allowed to be public. Like you're not allowed to pull up a minor's criminal records on Google. You're not allowed to have their personal health data. They're minors and they're not really, out
Obviously,
there putting that.
they're
But this
legally
has
protected.
statistically, yeah, they're legally protected. So it's going to be quite challenging to find cases of people that are not celebrities. But I just gave you a case of a 15 or 16-year-old. Do you think that's fine? Let's start there since you needed an example.
Well, if there are a lot, I know I can name at the top of my head. Like I said, I'm not the person to be talking about this, but from memory, I know I can remember there were some laws. Again, you would have to look it up about where 16-year-olds could get, gender reaffirming care, not treatment like surgery or anything, like
They
counseling
can
or
get
like
surgeries. This is documented. I named you a celebrity. You can look it up on Google or
one
I can show
celebrity.
you.
You named
Okay,
one
one is too
celebrity, and
many.
it's a celebrity. Why do you
Okay, so
think
would
it's
you
a
are you going
celeb?
to
Because
answer
they
the
have the
question or are
money
you
to
going to
do
keep
that.
working or talking around it? Are you going to keep denying its existence or are you going to
I'm
take the
not
case I
denying
gave you?
anything. You're
Okay, are you
just
going to
giving
take the
me
case I gave
a
you at point
example.
blank value? I gave you one example. So do you think that's good or no? Just answer the
Okay,
question.
I let me answer the question then. If it's a 16-year-old, I don't care. If it's a celebrity's kid, I don't care because it's their kid.
So you think that's
If they
fine
can
that they're
do it
cutting
and they
off
go
their
through the proper
wieners?
channels, like talk to their doctor, see if it's even right for them. That's their decision to make. That's
So
not
you
for
think
I
16 and 17-year-olds can make life-altering changes even though they're not old enough to vote, they're not old enough to drive in California, they're not old enough to drink. You think that they can cut off their wiener and that's okay, basically.
That's for the doctor and the family to decide. If they're not, maybe it's not even cutting off their wiener, bud. Why are you so worried about people cutting off their wieners like
Because
this?
that is fucked up. Me and you disagree. I think that is extremely fucked up. I think those
In the
parents should be in
if
prison. I
it
think those
is,
doctors should be in prison.
brother, it is
But we can
America.
get on to the
You
next
can do
topic.
what you like in this country for sure.
Yeah, when
If
you're
it goes through
18 or
the
older, you
legal,
can't even
if there
drink
are laws,
alcohol
it
when you're
brother, if there
15.
are laws for 16-year-olds to get that surgery, please bring it up to me. Share me a
There
link.
are
That
laws in Oregon. There are laws in California. If I bring up
okay.
these
You gave
laws,
me two examples. What are those laws though?
they let kids cut off their wieners. Like what? You want me to look them
What's
up
the law
exactly?
called? What's the bill called? When
Okay,
was
hold
this
on, hold on. Let
voted
me
on and
pull it up for
decided
you.
on?
I'll pull it up for you right now. That's a great question, actually. What the hell is an inner wiener? An any wiener? California bill for minors, uh, gender reassignment surgery.
What year was or when was this brought to the floor? When was this voted on?
Let's
And if
see.
so, when
Let's
was it
see.
signed?
Oof, 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 oof. All right, there's a lot of stuff here. Let's start here. The California's gender reassignment laws for minors involve protective legislation like the Safeties Act, which bans school policies that require teachers to inform parents about students' gender identity or pronouns, yada, yada, yada. Protecting families related to seeking gender affirming care in California. Streamlines the court for process for changing gender markers on official documents, which can benefit minors. Let's see what else I can find. Hold on. Here, maybe if I just ask old Chappy GPT, they'll tell me.
So
But
you'll ask AI.
are you
Okay, so you
denying this
don't have
happens?
an actual evidence in front of you from actual you have to ask AI for that.
Well, yeah. How would you find it? How do you suggest finding it? Do you have a computer near
You
you?
research
Yeah, I
you
am
research
researching it. It'll give me
through
sources, and then I'll
AI.
back the sources. Yeah, you can use AI for it. We're in
What is the
2025.
prompt you're even pulling up for on GPT? What is the prompt you're even pulling up?
California bill for minors gender reassignment surgery.
Can you
Is
send me
that?
the link so I may also see it?
Yeah, I will send you the link when I find the source. When it gives me a source.
Just send it through me through Discord or wherever
Okay,
would be
sure.
civil. But like I said, I'm a straight male.
There were
I
many
not
bills. There's a couple bills passed between 2022 and 2023, all under President Joe Biden. I'll just copy and paste you the whole thing, and then I'll just read it off for you. But there is no bill that allows gender reaffirming surgery for minors without parental consent. That is, of course, unless they run away or they get emancipated from their parents. Then they can get it without their parents' consent.
I would have
But
to read that part. I'll take your word for it, but I'll have to read that part.
here you go. I just pasted you the whole thing. Oh, fuck. It says I need to buy nitros. Upload as a file? Yeah, I can send it to you as a text file, I think. Okay, there
You
you
can
go.
just screenshot it too.
Yeah, I just sent it to you in a text file. They just let me do that instead. But to talk about this bill and to talk about this thing, we can break it down. First off, the Senate Bill 107, California's Sanctuary for Trans Youth, enacted in 2022 and effective January 1st, 2022. This law protects minors seeking gender affirming care from out of state legal restrictions or court orders. The bill,
Okay.
however, does not allow minors to undergo gender affirming surgery without parental consent. Well, there's everything you need to know right there.
Okay, so
I sent you the entire thing if you
parents.
want to break
Okay,
it down.
for some like open up Indeed for some reason. So, but like I said, I'm gonna take your word for it that that's what it says. I'm not gonna sure see you're being dishonest. You're obvious. I'm sure you're obviously reading it, but I'm not a parent, so I can't. I don't know. I don't have that perspective to know what my kid would be going through there. But I would hope that my child would trust me when it comes to life altering decisions, if that were the case.
And you would tell them, "Okay, son, cut off your wiener if you'd like. It's okay. I'll
No,
support you,
I've never
kitty."
said that. I've never said that.
You said that they can do
You
whatever they like, that you don't
no.
care.
No, you show support. That's what a parent's supposed to do.
Support
Whether
kids
it's
believe in
agree with them or
imaginary shit.
disagree
So you
with
want
them.
them to cut their wiener off when they believe in
No,
imaginary friends?
you're missing the whole point in twisting this. This is where the dishonesty is. No, as a parent, I can agree. As a parent, you should be in charge of your child and support them. If that means, yeah, son, you can do what you like, or no, son, you can't do this. That's what being a parent. You got to make that judgment and communicate and trust in family for that. You got to trust your kid for that. That's a personal thing. I don't have a kid. I can't give you that perspective. All we can do is just talk about how a law is in a state that I don't live in.
Well,
I don't
apparently
know if you live
you're
in there,
fine
but
with that law. You're apparently fine with
I never said I'm fine
minors.
with that law. I said like it's the law that I in a state that I don't live in, so I don't know the
But you
whole
said you'd
extent of that. I
support that.
live
You
in
said
a red
support
state,
minors'
brother.
decision, even though they believe in imaginary friends and they don't know right from wrong yet. You think it's fine that they can cut off their wieners,
Never said that.
or they can take hormones. It's up to the parents.
Aren't hormones reversible once you stop taking them anyway?
There's scientific data that does say that, but personally, I don't
Okay,
believe that because
so if
there's
that's
some
part of gender
scientific data I
reaffirming
said. My
care,
personal scientific opinion, I'm not a doctor or scientist, but I guarantee you can find studies that disagree and say that it's not reversible because these children are going through puberty. This is a time in their life when development is very important. And it's hard for me to believe that, during your developmental stages that, that would be reversed, yada, yada, yada.
okay, so what do you think we should be developing around that age? What should be the most important thing they should develop around that age?
What do you
And
mean
should
develop?
focus more like you
Their
said you don't want them
intelligence.
to
They should be
focus
working on
on
developing the reality of their world and their opinions and views
okay,
on the
so what is
world.
that then? What is that?
That's
What do you
anything.
believe that
Schooling,
is?
education, reading books. Don't worry
Okay,
about,
what do they need
cutting
to
off your
learn? What
wiener,
education
etc.
should they learn?
What kind of education should they learn?
Yeah, what education should in general, what
They
should
shouldn't
they
be
improve
learning
on?
gender studies because that's bullshit. That's part of the reason why we
I'm not
have
saying what they
one of the
shouldn't study. I'm
worst
saying what they
education
should.
systems.
I am saying what they should study, not what they shouldn't study.
Math,
We can talk all day about what they should, and we
science,
can
whatever they want to study,
what kind of science?
not gender studies.
What kind I'm not saying what not, I'm saying what kind of
Actual
studies.
science.
Like
Depends what grade they're in. I'm not a school teacher
exactly. So then why are you arguing that they're chopping off they're talking about gender reassignment?
because that
Weren't they
is
just saying
disgusting. They should not be doing that. This is like a common sense kind of thing.
are you in school? I haven't been in school in like over 2 decades.
Well, that,
So I don't know what schools are going on these days. Do you know what goes on in schools these
yeah, I
days?
hear it on the news all the time. I have
I'm saying,
cousins
do you
and
walk
stuff that are
into a
in
school? Do you
schools.
talk to like parents who have school children? Do you talk to them about what's going on in
Yes.
their school?
Yes.
What do you talk to the children and say like, oh, what are you learning in school? Oh, well, how like are you making friends? Like, aren't you talking to them about that?
Yeah, I'm talking to my cousins about that. Yeah.
So am I. I've been talking to my cousins. One of them is going through like I forget what it's called, but it's like pretty much like muscle science for like athletes and stuff. They're going to look into that. And one of them's looking into being a firefighter. And they're smart kids. They know what they're doing. So I trust them and I trust their parents to know whether they disagree politically with me or not. It doesn't matter. As long as they're doing good in life and they're showing positive reinforced behaviors onto others and themselves, then I'm all fine with that. Then it's all good for me. Then
But do
and
you
as
think
long
it's
again, it's
positive to let a minor, mutilate themselves and take
no, I've
hormones? Do you
never
think they
said
should be
that.
worrying about
Stop
that?
putting words in my mouth. Don't put words in my mouth,
No, but you
Grant.
said
Do
you don't
not
care
put
what
words
they
in my
do. You
mouth
said
or
it's
something.
up to
I
the
have never said.
parents.
I am okay with parents making their decision with their kids. If gender reassignment
If they make
is
that
what they
decision,
want,
I think they should go to prison for 5 years
then
minimum.
take that up to the parents then. Take that up to the parents.
But the
Talk to
government
them.
is the one that's passing these legislation. So not only
Isn't
do I need to
Trump the
take it up
government
with the
right now?
parents, I need to take
Is
it up with
so
the
Trump is
government.
passing pro trans laws now?
No, but the local state governments have passed pro trans
Well,
laws
the
under
local state
Biden.
governments can do what they want. They have their own laws. They can do
Okay,
that.
here's the second litmus test. I think we're already done with this topic because you failed that litmus
Okay.
test. But here's the second litmus
How
test.
would you say I failed that one? What makes you think I
Because this
failed
is
that one?
common sense. 80 to 90
Well,
percent of
common sense
Americans,
to who? Common sense to
Democrats,
who?
huh?
Common sense to who? Who is this common sense
80,
to?
90, 80 to 90% of Americans, doesn't matter if you're a Republican or a Democrat, most of them agree that this
I've
is
heard that
bullshit.
same excuse for that same. There is, unless you give me hard-earned numbers and facts, and from actual people telling you
This
that,
is mutilation. This is common
you,
sense.
dude, yeah,
It's
common sense that
mutilation.
mutilation
It's
is
like cutting
bad.
off your finger.
Obviously,
Would
no
you
one
let a
wants to
kid
be
cut off their
mutilated
finger?
unnecessarily against their
Huh?
will. But again,
They don't
take that
know
up to the
better. You
parents.
could
Take that up
probably
to the state.
convince a kid
Then
to
you don't know that either.
let them
You're
cut
just
off their
listening up to
finger.
like bullshit on Twitter or Fox News and shit like that.
No, this is just facts. It's mutilation. It's like cutting off your finger.
Yeah,
Would you let a
so
kid cut off their finger if they said their gender is fingerless? And the parent said, "Oh, okay, Jimmy, we gotta take you to the medical surgery. We'll put you under anesthesia. We'll cut off your fingers. Your gender is fingerless, Jimmy." You see,
what
you
is
look at
that
me
even?
like
What
that,
is
but
even
that's how I
is
look
that
at you
argument,
when you
dude?
say, "Yeah,
That's
we
not
can
even
let
an
them cut off
argument. You're
their
just
wieners."
complaining about
Woo!
people. You're just complaining about dicks, man. It's
Doesn't matter
weird,
if it's a dick or if it's any other private part. They should not be mutilating their parts.
brother. Are you allowed to get a piercing? Can you walk into a piercing and get
That is
yourself a
not
piercing without
removing a part of your
you are
body.
mutil that is theoretically in a sense mutilating your body, sticking metal into your note like this. That's theoretically mutilation.
And
Should the
I
piercer go
also
to
disagree
jail?
with that.
Should the piercer go to jail because they mutilated my
Do
nose?
kids need parents' permission to get piercings?
Talk to the parents.
Exactly. They need permission. So that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
So if
telling
the
you.
parents said if
And
there's a
it's not
law
a
saying so
life-changing
what is
decision. You
how
can
old
remove a
can
piercing, it grows
can
back.
a child how old can a
It
child
closes
has to
down.
be to get a piercing? How old does a child have to be to get a piercing?
I don't know. I think maybe 16 in some places. Depends on the state
16.
probably.
Yep. 16.
Depends on the
So
state probably,
if a 15-year-old were to walk
but
into a
once again,
piercing
if
and
you
ask to
remove
get a
your piercing,
piercing,
it
so
doesn't it
no
grow in? Yeah.
let me exam. So if a 15-year-old walks into a tattoo piercing parlor and asks to get a tattoo or a piercing and the piercing parlor says, "Sure, we can give you that." Should they be in trouble?
Once again, this is not. You can remove a tattoo. You can remove a piercing. What you cannot remove is your wiener once it is gone. Do you not see the difference? Do
No,
you
I see
not
the
see the
difference.
difference?
You keep one part, but then another part. Well, like I said, are
What are
they
they gonna
doing
do?
the
Reattach their wiener after it's cut off? You can remove a tattoo. You can remove a piercing. The hole will slowly fill in. It might not be exactly the same, but you won't have a piercing anymore.
That's true. Like I said, I
It's not
I don't.
comparable. Just
I
admit
think
that
you're
it's
just
not
being
comparable and
dishonest
move
with
on.
about it because you just think the idea of mutilating dicks somewhere in the ethos of a micro, like little group of people that are doing that. You should like focus more on the actual reality and that trans people make up a small majority of this
No, I
country that don't
understand that.
even affect
I have
your
nothing wrong. If
life.
you want to be trans, you can be trans. But when it comes to children, that's fucked up. But here, let me ask you the second litmus test. Now,
Okay.
this one is probably just as serious as the last one. I want to say more serious, but I wouldn't say it's more serious. I would say the answer is more obvious because some
Go ahead.
Democrats might agree. Oh, let the kid cut off his wiener,
Well,
like
just
we just
explain. Just
said.
let. How about you ask me instead
Okay,
of like somebody
I'll ask
here
you.
here.
So, do you think natural-born men should be able to compete in women's sports? Like, do you think a natural born man should be able to compete in women's boxing or MMA or, any of these kinds of sports?
So you're saying, as I am now, if I'm allowed to go into a woman's sport with no problem. You
So
think
some
that
trans
I don't
don't
think
or
that's
some
I
trans
don't
haven't had
know.
that surgery done. You know that, right?
Can you rephrase? I didn't see that. I didn't
Some
hear that.
trans do not have the surgery done yet.
Well, like I said, I'm not trans and I'm not in any sports either. But
Okay,
if
say
you're talking
tomorrow
about
that you
like
identify
a
as a
male
woman.
like me, I don't know. Take that up to the school. If you want to change some like sports rule, I don't know. I'm not a sports
I
fan,
mean,
brother.
it's already
I
been
don't know that.
changed
I don't know that
federally.
much, brother.
Trump said no more natural born men can play in women's sports. That's an
Okay,
executive
so let me
order.
ask you this: men are too strong to play against women because, like I said, they're too strong. They'll overpower
So you
them.
agree? You don't think they should do
But
that?
but but do you agree here? Do you agree that men are too weak for that trans women are too weak for the military?
That's yeah, they're banned from the military, and also, I was just
Why?
confused
They
on
want
the
to serve their country, though. If they pass the
because they
physical and they
have a
pass all the
delusional,
requirements to join the
you know,
military, what's
they have
wrong
a
with that?
delusional problem. That's why.
It's not even about a delusional problem.
So
If they
here's it's
pass
simple
through
as
the
this: they can
physical
still
and
serve the
through the
military. They're
mental,
not technically
that
banned from the
counts.
military. All you gotta go is say, "Hello, Mr. Recruitment Officer. I'm a man. I identify as a man. Can I join your recruitment agency?" That's all you gotta say. You don't have to, spill all this mental bullshit. Oh, I'm a natural born. I'm a woman. I'm a real woman, and they know you have a penis. You don't have to keep
So
saying
you
that to
go
them.
into a recruitment office to recruit if you're
Like this
serious
is
about
not an
recruiting.
actual discrimination.
So
You can
so
just
people are just
as long
going
as you
to
fill in
a
you're a man on
military
that
recruitment
form, you're
centers
fine to
and
go.
just play and like saying, "Hey, I should join the military because I'm a man." No, like qualification. Oh, why are you joining the military and stuff like that? They don't ask
No,
any
I'm
other
not
questions.
saying they
There's no
don't ask you other questions. I'm saying if you identify as trans and you want to join the military that badly, okay, go fill out that form and say that you're a man when you're a man and you can get into the military. The only way they'll stop you is if you go up to the recruiter and say, I'm a trans.
mm.
I'm a woman and you have a penis. That's the only way they're gonna stop you.
Have you recruited for the military? Have you talked to any trans people that
No,
have
but
recruited for the
so
military?
answer the question. What are you getting at here?
I'm getting at that I don't understand why you're so obsessed with trans people, whether they
I'm
want
not
to join the
obsessed. I was
military or
just
not.
asking you some basic questions. You're the one that brought up the military
Okay,
question.
what was the
The
question
last
again? Let's
question I
rephrase the
had
question. Let's
was
get back to the point. What's the question again?
you asked me the question. The last
Okay,
question I
should
asked
should
you
the
was
should
about the military. I mean, not the military, the sports.
yeah,
And then you brought up the military. So why are you
yeah.
so obsessed with them? You should be
I'm
asking
not
yourself.
really obsessed with them.
You
I'm just
brought up a
defending
trans
them.
question yourself.
Okay. So like I said, should they join the military if they're willing to serve and they're perfectly qualified and capable of serving?
And I gave you the answer. It depends if they're willing to admit that they're a natural born man and everything they do is just cosplay. If they're gonna say, yeah, I'm just joking around, I'm a natural born man,
Okay, well,
then they
what are
can
there
join the
states that
military.
do allow that? Do
Huh?
they allow transgender,
How are
identification
they
in the
gonna
military?
know you're trans when you have a
You can
wiener
be
and you look
honest
like a
about like, hey, I'm
man?
a trans and I'm a trans man, I'm a trans woman, I want to
No, if
join
you
the
say that, they're
military.
not
And
gonna
if they
allow you.
have
No,
the
but that is not
qualifications, if they
discrimination.
have the physical qualifications and are capable of joining the military, they should join the military, dude. Sports,
Like you
talk to
said,
somebody
it's
who
a
knows
small
sports.
percentage of
Talk
them.
to
It's a
somebody who
small
knows
percentage of
sports.
them. I don't
Talk
have
to
any
somebody who
hate. If
knows
you want to be
sports.
trans,
I'm
you
willing
can.
enough to talk about the military because that's more important.
Why is it more important? You said they're a very small, amount of people.
It's a important. Why is it not important that if you love your country so much, whether you're trans or not, you shouldn't be
Okay,
allowed
like
to?
I said, if you love your country so much, as long as you're willing to admit your natural born sex, you can join the military.
So trans people just can't join the military in general
No, they
because
can. It's not a
okay, so a
discrimination.
trans
It's not
person
the
can
same
come
as
in
being
to the
born
recruitment
black
center
or
and
white. It's
say,
not
"I'm
something
a
they were
trans
born
person.
with.
I'd like to join the
It is a
military."
mental delusion. If you
If
guys have any
you
comments,
know, the military
questions,
makes you go through
drop
a
some super
psychological
chats.
evaluation for, right?
Yeah, that's why they can't get in
Okay,
because they're
so
not going
if
to
a
pass
trans
that.
person goes through the psychological evaluation
So they
and it
already
checks out,
couldn't get into
oh,
the military.
hey, then
Boom.
and the recruitment officer and the testers are like, you pass, go right ahead, you're in. What's wrong with that? What's messed up? What messed up there?
Well, what is messed up that they're delusional?
No, I'm saying what's messed up with the process that if a trans person can join the military, they pass the physical and the psychological
Listen, to be honest with
evaluation.
you, this is not really something I'm passionate about. I really don't care if they join the military or not. I'm much more
Okay, so
passionate
then why are
about
you
the
making
first
it
two
a big
things. But
deal
if it's up
whether
to me, I
they
would say
identify as
no.
a
But I
natural
don't
born
care. But
gender
if it
or
was up
not?
to me, I would say no. They're delusional, yada yada. But it's
Okay,
not up
well,
to me.
if they have the standards and if they have the freaking standards to join and are capable of joining, you
Well,
should
if you
join.
cut off your genitals, I don't think you do have the standards, at least the
Hold on one
physical
second, bro.
requirements. Sorry? If you
Oh,
guys
hold on.
have any. Sorry, what happened? He's disappeared. If you guys have any questions, comments, anything you'd like to talk about, drop some super chats, double tap that screen. We can bring up whatever you guys want to talk about. We're going to talk about that Epstein and the tariffs and a bunch of other shit. But if there's anything else you guys want to talk about, drop some super chats. Why you run away? I'm still here. He's the one that, disappeared. I think he's getting a phone call or something he has to do.
Yep. No, sorry. My fiance just showed up. Sorry.
Hello.
She calls
See,
herself
supporting Donald
Emily.
Trump. Your husband has changed.
Wait, what?
Yeah, your fiance has changed. He now supports Donald Trump. That's what I'm
No,
here to
I
tell
can
you.
guarantee you he don't. And if you
He
support
just
Donald
changed
Trump,
his
you're an idiot.
mind, though. We were just arguing before, and I convinced him.
Mm, yeah. Good luck with that, buddy.
Trans
You have
should
a
join law
whole chat
enforcement
room
or
telling you
ICE.
that.
They should still join law enforcement or
Give me that.
ICE.
Women are literally dying because of this
How are they
asshole, and he has
dying?
bragged. When he took away abortions, women are
That
dying. He
kills
has
women.
bragged
That
about
kills
that.
babies.
It
That doesn't
kills
kill women.
women
That
too,
kills
you dumb
babies.
fuck.
And by the way, there's still certain states that you can get them in. By the way, but that's neither here nor there.
Like, seriously, no, get off the
I mean,
fucking
just
phone.
go to a state where you can get it if you want it that badly. Go over to California. They'll give you one. I'm in the millie. The left guy is wrong. Happy to explain. How am I wrong? Trans should join law enforcement or ICE. Can I be a moderator? I don't really know you, brother. But if you guys have any questions, any comments, anything you want to talk about, we see who wears the pants in the relationship, someone said. I 100% agree. The guy on the political left, yeah, join the Discord if you guys want to debate, if you want to talk about anything, join the Discord. Smelly liberals. In the comments, someone says, just in case he comes back raging. We military go through intense. She wants to abort a treadmill. Oh my god. I can't say it. He's gonna rage out if I say what I really want to say on camera.
I'm back. What's up?
Hey, welcome back.
Talking
How
crap
are
while
you?
I wasn't gone?
Hopefully I didn't freak out your fiance. I wasn't really trying to do that, my friend.
Yeah, well, I was reading the comments, so I see differently.
Maybe you heard me a little bit. Maybe I was just a little bit trolling. But yeah, where were we exactly? I mean, we can move on to another topic, or I mean, if you want to talk about what she was so passionate about, abortion, we can
Let's
talk
just
2
talk about the
minutes
more
about that.
important. Here's the more important thing. Nothing else matters except this.
Epstein.
Yep. Epstein is the most
How
important thing.
did I know? Well, all I want
Because
to say
it's
is,
the only thing, brother,
if the
that matters.
Democrats care about children, why aren't they talking about the 475,000 missing children at the border? If the
Talk
Democrats
about
care,
Donald Trump's
why aren't they
relationship
talking about
with
the
Jeffrey Epstein first. I don't. You're
475,000
deflecting,
missing
brother.
children
You're
at the border?
deflecting.
But let's
You're
go ahead. Let's
deflecting.
talk about Epstein and this conspiracy theory. Continue. Let's go.
You think it's a conspiracy theory because Trump
There's
was
no evidence
implemented
and
and
there's
you
no
don't want to admit
charges. There's
that.
no criminal charges. There's no video evidence. There's no photo evidence.
Oh, there's plenty of.
It's just about
There's the
whataboutism.
birthday card.
Whataboutism. The birthday card is fake. You heard the liberals in the voice chat. They all
No.
said it's fake. They said it looks like it's
Trump
digitally created.
brags about this. Trump bragged about it before
He
it
didn't
became.
brag about it. When did he
Yeah,
brag
he
about
did.
this birthday card?
I've known Jeffrey Epstein for many, many years. Terrific guy. Loves beautiful women. Loves his
Yeah,
statues.
he didn't know
Sometimes
about
some of
that.
them
Was
on the
before all
younger
the.
side.
That's before Epstein got his first criminal charges. That's before 2006.
So, but they
Do
were
you
still friends.
Here's a
They
question. Here's a
still.
question for you. Do you think if you're automatically friends with Diddy, or if you're automatically taking a picture with Diddy or Epstein, that makes you automatically a criminal? Or are there casual friends and people in relationships with powerful people that turn out to be evil? Please answer this question.
It's suspect. It's
Okay,
suspect if
okay,
you
that's
do.
fair. That's fair. That's completely
It's
reasonable. That's completely
suspect.
rational. 100%. You can say it's suspect, but you can't pretend like there's some giant case of evidence when. Would you? Here's another question for you about that birthday
Photos,
card. Okay, like I said,
lots
does a
of
photo
events
with someone
together,
make them
videos
guilty?
of them at parties together. There was a teenage modeling agency, and the
I
only
haven't
two
seen
people were
evidence of
there were
that
Trump
either.
and
It
Epstein.
was the Miss USA. That was from the ages 19 to around 22, 23.
No,
But if
there
I'm
were
wrong about
still
that, you can send
young.
me links about
There were
that.
still young. There were still
They
young.
were legal age though. They were 18,
Nope, there
19.
were still underage teen pageants. Those go
I
on,
don't know
man.
anything about that. I've tried to done extensive research
Of course,
about
you
it. I have
don't
not
know
seen
anything about it
any
because you're just
articles
trying not
about
to admit
that.
to the fact that Trump's a pedophile.
Well, there's not enough evidence and there's no
There's
substantial proof and
plenty
there's
of
no
evidence. Why is
charges.
Trump? Why is
Just
Trump
saying it
getting
over and
all of
over
these
again doesn't make
excuses?
it true.
Okay, so is Trump an FBI informant for Epstein?
There's many cases and studies that show. Why is Epstein's victim's
So
lawyer
you agree?
saying?
You agree? So let me get this straight. You
Let me
agree that
talk enough.
he was an FBI informant for Epstein?
According to the victims of Epstein's victims, according to his lawyer, and according to other people in the government, yes, he is
Trump
an
was an
FBI
so you're
informant.
confirming that Trump
He was
an
the
FBI
only
informant.
person that cooperated in 2006 to get Epstein arrested and locked up. Many of the victims have spoke out and said that Trump has done nothing
Trump did that. You're
wrong.
confirming that Trump did that. Yes or no? Trump was an FBI informant. Yes. Right? Yes or no?
He definitely worked to put Epstein in prison in 2006. There's lots of evidence.
So you're saying
that.
he was an FBI informant?
Perhaps, yeah, I think so.
Okay, so you know what that would mean, right? He would have had to been committing the same crime as Epstein to have been an informant. That's what an FBI informant is.
That is a ridiculous cop-out. But can we talk about the birthday letter for a second?
Okay. Trump wrote the birthday letter. So if you think this birthday letter is real, then why is it 100% digitally made? Like, why is it not in paper format? Why is it a digital image? Can you explain that? So is that not Trump's signature?
It's a digital image. You're still ignoring the question.
So that's not Trump's signature.
You can easily fake a signature. There's all kinds of
that's not Trump's signature.
And all kinds of stuff with fake president.
So there's no long tail at the end of that signature.
It does not look like every Trump's signature, to be honest with you. Sorry.
So you're saying that there's no in his signature. There's no long tail at the end of his name, like in every Trump signature.
You can compare signatures if you want, but you're still avoiding the question.
But that's what proves that it was written by him. That it was done by him. His signature.
Why is it digital? Did Epstein pull it up on his iPhone in 2005 before the first iPhone came out and then any smartphones were out? Did he pull it up on his iPhone? He's like, here you go, honey. Here's your birthday letter from
Mr. Trump. I'm pretty sure it was an email. I'm pretty sure it was an email. And Trump is known to do it.
But they said it was a birthday book. So which is it, a birthday book or an email book?
Okay. It's still a birthday book with lots of other names on, but it's
so where
still
have you
a
seen
birthday.
Where it's
Trump still went out of his way to send a birthday card.
So you're saying it's a digital signature and it's a digital drawing.
Trump still went out of his way to send a birthday letter to Epstein.
Okay, why didn't they release the birthday letter when they said they had it the first time? It's been 2 months.
They tried to. Republicans just block it. Republicans don't want it released because it goes after Trump, brother. Republicans don't want it released because it goes after Trump.
No, everyone has been asking for the release of it. Trump told the Florida judge to release the transcripts from the court documents. Why did the Obama appointed judge say, no, we're not releasing the Florida transcripts from the Epstein case in 2006?
Okay, so why is Congress blocking the release of the Epstein files?
That is not Trump, and I can give you an explanation for that.
It is Trump. Why is Trump calling it a hoax if he was why is Trump calling it a Democrat hoax if he was an FBI informant?
Trump.
So why are you saying it's a hoax, or is he an FBI informant? Why is he making all these excuses that
it was a hoax? Can you send me evidence?
Trump has said multiple times it's a hoax, brother.
Me?
If you don't know that, you aren't paying attention to anything.
He has not said it's a, he said this whole, he said involving him in it is a hoax. He did not say the whole thing is a hoax.
Then why are there pictures of him with Epstein? Why are there videos
Why are there pictures
Why is he on the flight
Why is there
logs?
pictures with Bill Gates
the
with
birthday
Epstein?
letter,
Why are there
brother?
Pictures with Bill Clinton with Epstein? You're not talking
Bill
about
Clinton's
anyone
that's
else
the point.
implemented.
We want
not
everybody.
Even mentioning how other government officials and people in Congress could be implemented.
That's the thing.
Because all you care about is Trump.
I want them
you don't care about the kids.
I want them all.
You don't care about the illegal immigrant children working aside.
Bill Clinton, Alan Dershowitz, everybody.
So you
even
think everyone?
The difference between you and me. Listen. The difference between you and me is that if Bill Clinton's on the list, we all distance him. If Trump was on the list, you would just deny the evidence. You would deny the evidence.
What evidence?
The birthday card, brother. You think he was an FBI informant?
You're still making excuses why it's a digital
Trump thinks
format.
It's a hoax, and he's not bragging that he's an FBI informant for Epstein. He's not bragging about that. Then why did Mike Johnson have to walk that back?
Sorry, say it again.
Why? Mike Johnson's the one who made the claim that Trump was an FBI informant.
Not to mention, I'm on a mission. You fishing for Trump. Feel my funk? I'm about to dunk. All right, Gregory, I get it. You want to have a rap battle, Mr. Gregory. We can have a rap battle if you join the Discord.
Focus on me, brother. Focus on me, brother.
Well, that was a donation. I would like to read it.
Focus on me, brother. I understand that. Don't worry about it. But no, man, there are multiple evidence.
So you said it was the email letter, right?
That.
You said it
What?
was an email letter. You said it was an
Probably.
email.
I'm not sure.
But
But I
that's
know
not what
that's
the
his
mainstream
signature.
media told you. They said it was a handwritten letter by Trump. Then why is it digitally created? They said Trump drew
Brother,
this image. They said he drew a naked woman himself. They didn't say it was digitally created. Why is it a digital format? You're
well,
still
first of
trying
all,
to
I
make
don't listen to the
excuses and talk
mainstream media
around
when
it.
it comes to that. You seem to
See, look, people are
worry more
saying it's a
about the
handwritten
mainstream media
letter.
than I
You're
do.
saying that it's an email letter.
Possibly. Like I said, I don't know. But
So
I
you
know that's
don't
his
know. You
signature.
don't have any evidence it's real, and you're just assuming what you
No,
see with your
I
own
know there's
eyes.
evidence. His signature. I've told you that multiple times. His
You never
signature.
seen a fake signature before?
How do you know that's a fake signature?
How do you know it's a real signature?
Because I've told you, there's characteristics. That's why it's called a signature.
Oh, because you're a handwriting expert. That's right. I forgot. You went to college for scoping out fake signatures. My bad. My
Yeah,
apologies.
you forgot. You slipped that
You're
part
a
when you were
graphic
making fun of my
design
wife.
expert. My apologies.
You were too busy. You were too busy to notice that when you were making fun of my wife.
Wait, are you actually being serious? I never made fun of your wife, by the way.
Your chat. Yeah, you are.
My
You
chat
are.
did. That's not me, brother. That's not
Okay.
me.
Well, you're encouraging the chat to do that.
No, I didn't encourage the chat, man.
Okay,
They
then
said it.
tell
What
the
did I
chat.
say? What did I say about your wife? Listen, I'm not gonna lowball you like that.
Okay. Then I apologize if you did. But here's the
No, I
deal,
didn't.
brother.
You can rewatch this. I didn't say a word about your wife.
That's
All I
fine.
said
We
was,
hope we can rewatch this. But here's the
yeah,
deal. Here's the
okay.
deal. Again, Trump. There's more evidence to believe that Trump and Epstein were close than anything. It's the
Yeah,
truth.
okay, cool.
And the
Close. But
signature
what
on the
evidence
card
do you
proves it, brother.
have? This is not
So
really a debate. You're just saying birthday letter, Trump photos. This is
okay,
not really a
Trump was not
debate.
an FBI informant. If he was an FBI informant, he would have bragged about that.
No, he doesn't brag about all the things he doesn't brag about everything
You
he's done in his
sure?
life.
You sure?
I'll admit it. He's an
Look at
arrogant
interviews
president.
before he became president, brother.
Sorry?
He'll brag about anything that gives him the time of day to listen to him. That was Trump all the time.
Okay,
That
I
was
will
Trump
admit
before he
that,
got
but
into
this man
politics.
probably also knows how to keep a secret because according to you guys, this
No,
birthday
he does
letter
not
has an
know how to keep a
Epstein
secret.
secret in it. Okay,
No,
let's
brother.
follow up with your
Brother,
point. Let's
he
follow up with your point. If
loves to
Trump
be, he
loves to
loves the
brag,
praise. He
if
loves
Trump
the
loves to
praise from
brag and
people.
there's all
So
these
what makes you
video
think he wouldn't
recordings of
brag that
him
he was an
bragging,
FBI informant?
why hasn't he bragged about doing things with Epstein before? And why isn't there proof of
He
that?
has. Epstein is a terrific guy. I've known him for many
That's
years.
not bragging about things he's done with
Yes, it
Epstein.
is. The birthday letter, man.
How can we
The
call that a
pictures.
drawing of a
They were
woman? You're
neighbors for a
misgendering that
while.
woman. You're
They were
misgendering that
neighbors.
photo.
They were neighbors at one point, brother. They were neighbors.
I don't think they were neighbors, but I don't know the
They
facts
were
behind
neighbors.
that. Maybe
See,
they were. I think they both lived in
brother, just
Palm
admit
Beach,
you're in
but I don't know
denial.
if they
Just
lived
admit that
directly next to
your
each
boy
other.
is a pedophile and you just can't admit that and that you made a grave mistake.
What did I make a grave mistake about? You haven't brought any particularly good points
Supporting
up.
Trump because there's so much evidence to support
No,
that
the
he's a
majority of
pedophile.
American voters support Donald J. Trump. And if
No,
this was
maybe
true,
back then because they didn't like Kamala.
no, if he ran today, if he runs in 2028, you can
Brother.
cry for 7.5 more
Brother.
years.
First of all, he can't run for a third term. That's
You can amend the
unconstitutional.
Constitution. Okay, let's read this question
You
from
want
Chris.
to
Because
just rip
Chris,
up the Constitution for Trump.
have you
So
ever
you
heard of
want
the
Trump to run a
Constitution?
third term, only Trump to run a third term, but nobody else should run a third term.
No. Have you ever heard of the Constitution being amended before?
Okay, so there was an amendment that allowed the president to have as many terms. You know who that was?
There's other
FDR.
laws. There's
FDR
other
had 4
constitutional things that have
terms.
been amended. You know that, right?
Yeah, but here's on top of the
Prohibition.
term. On top,
Alcohol used to be
let me
illegal.
let me give you an example, brother. FDR served 4 terms when he was president because of how popular he was. Republicans at the time had to put an amendment to put term limits on because they couldn't if they didn't put term limits, they couldn't beat him multiple times. He wouldn't have won 4 terms.
Exactly. That's why they're putting term limits on Trump. But we can amend. Listen, once we win the midterms, win the midterms, you can kiss your 2028 goodbye. Trump is going to be president. And guess what? Even if Trump isn't president in 2028, you're still going to have to deal with J.D. Vance on his next run because no one's voting for a Democrat. No one's voting for AOC. No one's voting for Gavin Newsom. But let me read this comment from Chris.
What's
Can host
Trump's
please
approval
turn it
rating right now?
around and shake that thing, boy? You got that good Sunny
What's
D. What the
Trump's
fuck?
approval rating right now?
Oh, well, it depends what source you use, but according to my approval ratings, he has the highest approval rating of any Republican president in the last 60 years. That was after the
Okay,
Epstein
I'm talking about
situation.
president. I'm talking about no, what is his approval rating right now?
It's higher than
Numbers
any
from the
Republican president in the last 60 years.
what are those numbers? What are those numbers?
I would have to look them up and look into it. Obama figured out how to have 3 terms, so why can't Trump?
Well, would you be okay if Obama had a
Yeah,
third
sure.
term?
If the Constitution is
Would
amended,
you? You
Obama
would
can
not.
run against
No, you
Trump.
wouldn't. No, you
He's not
wouldn't.
going to
You would
win. He
not
tried
be
to
okay
push
with.
Kamala, and
No,
Kamala
you would not
lost
be
by
okay with
millions
Obama
and
running for
millions
a
of
third term.
votes.
Not even
Kamala
close.
lost by millions. It was a landslide victory.
Why
7
did she
swing
lose?
states.
Why did she lose?
Because she didn't go to podcasts. She doesn't know how to speak longer than an hour. She doesn't know how to talk. She's
Are you
not
sure you're not talking
charismatic.
about
She
Trump?
didn't have any political policies.
Are you sure
The
you're
only
not
good
talking about
policy she
Trump?
had that she stole from Trump, which was no tax on tips, and she stole it from Trump. So, what other
Okay.
policies did she run on?
Okay, so
Abortion!
what about the
Just like
dozens
your
of
fiance
economists
was
that said
screaming. She's a big fan of
Trump's
Kamala.
economic policies
Abortion!
would destroy the economy, and that economists say Kamala's economic plan would actually boost the economy?
No one said that. What was her economy plan? Go ahead,
16
tell me. I'll give you
economists.
60 seconds to talk. Tell me about her economy plan. Tell me about Kamala's economy plan. Go ahead.
Child tax credit,
Trump
down
gave that.
payment on a house for first home
That was a
buyers.
terrible idea. That raises the prices of all homes at once because everyone's buying
Homes
homes
are
at the
already
same
pretty
time.
expensive as it is
So, okay, we can
because
raise them
people are
up
buying
more
up
and no one
property
will
and
be able to
jacking up the
afford them.
prices. People are buying
Okay,
up property and
continue.
jacking up the prices.
What other economic policies did she have?
What other economic policies? Obviously, I'm sure raising the minimum wage, reducing inflation like it was under Biden,
How did she?
48
What the
consecutive
fuck did
months
you
of
just say?
job
Inflation
growth,
was low
brother.
under Biden? Is that what you said?
Yes, it was low under Biden, brother.
You gotta be smoking meth. It was
Hold
not
on.
low
Oh,
under Biden.
oh,
I
hold on. I got to
watched
call
in
real
the
quick.
grocery stores. I watched the prices of food go up 30, 40%. Even economists, even CNN, even MSNBC, doesn't matter who you watch, they all said that the prices of groceries were rising. Inflation was going through the roof, higher than any other president in history. Not even Democrats try to debate this. This is like
Brother,
common sense. You
brother,
think his
you
inflation
were
rates were
complaining
good?
about gas prices and food prices
Gas
under
was
Biden, and they were
$4 in
relative.
Florida under Biden. $4. That was just last year in 2024.
What are they at
Gas
now?
prices in Florida are now $2.68.
Show me. I don't
I
believe it
can
one.
show you. Yeah, I'll send you
I don't.
data on it. I mean, this is a statistical fact. If you want me to look it up on my computer right now and show you the average gas prices, how they've gone down in a year, I mean, it doesn't matter what source you use. Gas prices have gone down. But by the way, they said you look like Mark Wahlberg.
Gas prices aren't low here, brother. They've gone up.
Yeah, you live
At
in
least by
Idaho.
several
They are
cents.
low.
No, they're still pretty high, brother.
They've gone down.
Where? Florida? Just
Every
Florida?
single place except blue states like California. The only place they haven't gone up, I'll admit it, is California, where they've gone up $1 because gas taxes raised by $1.
Whoop. Sorry, I'm back. What's up?
Okay, here we go. AAA. Gas prices have gone down in New York State 36 cents per gallon compared to last year. There you go. There's another source for you.
Show
We
me
can
a
keep
chart.
going down the list. Sorry?
How about a chart?
A chart? I mean, they don't do a chart, I don't think.
There's your problem. There's your problem, brother. Oh, let me see what website is this? Can I see what
I
website
mean, this
you're
is
on?
by AAA. This is
Well, can I
Essen,
see
New
the
York.
website? Let me see. Can I see the link?
Yeah, the link is right there.
What is it? New York. What? I can't read the rest.
See
CYN
in
New
New York
York.
Central.
See New York
This data was
Central.
collected by AAA. Are you familiar with AAA?
Remind me.
AAA is the towing company. They, help people tow their cars. They,
Correct.
directly help in the automobile industry, so they know what they're talking about here.
Well, are you
I
talking to
mean, we can
like
keep going
gas
down the list
suppliers?
of.
Are you talking to
Sorry?
gas producers at all?
I mean, I don't think gas producers have a reason to run these kinds of numbers.
Well, they're the ones supplying the oil and manufacturing it. Shouldn't they know what's
I
the
mean, why would
situation
they
on the
give me
ground for it?
statistics about that? They're not a news corporation. But
Well,
Gregory
you
said his
should be
girl's mad.
asking
It's
them
all
their
your fault.
statistics. They're the ones who are in charge of it.
Sorry?
They're the ones who are in charge of the oil. Don't you think that they would
Well, I've
know?
never seen a gas company, come out with if gas prices are up or down. Have you ever seen that before?
Have I ever seen gas prices go up?
No, have you ever seen a gas company report on their gas numbers saying that they went up or down?
I'm sure they have because they have PR. They have to.
They
You
have.
have to
What do you
look.
mean by
You have
that?
to talk to. You would have to actually look at these actual
I've
companies from the
never
source.
seen a Marathon Gas or any of these gas companies come out and say, "Oh,
Because they don't want to cause a
okay,
scare,
here's a
brother.
great number." This is a statistic that you cannot really lie about. This is directly from the federal government, the U.S. Energy Information Administration (EIA). Gas averaged. Gas has gone down 5% lower than the same time last year in 2024, and in some states it has gone down much lower than 5%. But this is just the general average because a lot of blue
Yeah,
states have
5%.
raised
It's
their
still
gas
not like
prices.
two. It's not like $2 here.
Well, in Florida, it went from almost $4 to 269, 270, depends where. Brother, what's up, Chris?
What up, Chris?
So do you concede that gas prices have gone down since last year? Yes or no?
In my area, they have not.
Okay, but overall in the overall country, they have gone down.
We'll talk to everyone else outside of my state and just see how that is, rather
Like
than
I
just look
mentioned,
at the
California is
one
one of the states that I
website.
will
But
admit
let's
gas
go back
prices
to
have
the
gone
main
up.
question, brother. Epstein. That's the
I
only
mean,
thing
what
that
else is there
matters
to
in the
say?
world right now. Because we need to find out whether our leader's a pedophile or not.
I mean, we've already, discussed all the talking points. What do you want to do? Just argue
You've
back and
ignored
forth?
the talking points. You've deflected the talking
Trump is
points.
involved. No, Trump is not involved. No, Trump is
Yes, he is
involved. Trump is
involved.
not
Yes, he
involved. You
was
want to just
involved.
go back and
Why
forth
is he
like that?
deflecting then? Why is he
Huh?
ignoring the fact that he knew Epstein? Why is he
He's
ignoring the
not
fact that...
deflecting that. He said that he disassociated with him, 15, 20 years ago, which is true.
For what? What did he disassociate with him for?
This is what we're going to argue about now. What they disassociated with. Neither of us have substantial evidence. We can just, report
He
on
claims at
multiple.
first it was about property. He claimed at first during
I
his press
never heard
conference
that
it was a
before. I heard
property.
that as a
Then
Democrat
you aren't
talking
paying
point.
attention to Trump, brother. Then you're
Well,
not paying
send
attention
me
to
the
Trump.
article. You're saying a bunch of things that he never really said.
No.
That's really easy to do because the other
Literally
person has
out
to
of
back it
his
up.
mouth.
No, he's never
You're a
said
Trump
that.
supporting. You don't watch Trump
I do
speak?
watch Trump. I watch him
You
more
mean you
than you.
watch
He
the
never
rallies
said
where he
that.
gives you flavorful speeches to make you feel better, not actual press conferences where he's actually saying
Okay,
shit.
well, the facts is multiple sources have reported. What's up, brother? What's up? Multiple sources have reported that the reason that they stopped talking, maybe you don't want to admit this. I don't know why the Democrats don't want to admit this, but you want to hear the story? Here's the story. So Epstein and Trump would, Epstein would sometimes come to Mar-a-Lago, and it's a big place. Like I don't know how many square feet, maybe 20,000, maybe 100,000. I have no clue, honestly, off the top of my head. But it's a big place. There's spas. There's all kinds of places, restaurants, all kinds of stuff in there. So yeah, so he was going to the spa sometimes. Trump wasn't around. He was going up to the employees. He was trying to recruit them for his business, quote unquote. One of these ladies that he recruited, Trump found out, and he said, "Don't do that anymore. Stop trying to take away from my business. Stop trying to take away people from my business." Yada yada yada. He said, "If I ever catch you doing that again, it's over." Okay, weeks go by, maybe months. I don't know how much time, but then he goes back to Mar-a-Lago again. He catches Epstein once again trying to steal one of his employees. He kicks Epstein out of that place. That employee goes with him. That same employee becomes a victim of Epstein. Later years pass by. 2024 rolls around. She says Trump is an innocent man and she wants him to become the president of the United States and beat Kamala Harris. Is that why the Democrats don't want to talk about this story? Is that why they're afraid of it? Because one of Epstein's victims publicly said that they want Trump as president in 2024, even though she worked for Donald Trump and she was taken away by Epstein? Is that why they don't want to admit the story? Because it clears Trump's name? Or what is the reason they don't want to talk about this story? Would you like me to look up all this data so I can show you, or are you just going to, dispute it? Or what are you going to say here? You're just giving me this look.
So basically your argument is they fall out of touch because Jeffrey Epstein stole one of
Maybe it
Trump's
was a mix of
underage
both things.
spa
Either way.
workers. Epstein so Trump trafficked a girl to Epstein, pretty much. First it was about property, then it was about stealing workers. Oh, okay, there you are.
Is it good?
You back? You okay?
Yeah, I'm back.
All right. Just worried. But no, like, brother. So his excuse is I disassociated with him after he stole one of my underage workers.
So let's quote unquote on this. You say that he trafficked her. If that was the case that he trafficked her, why is this woman speaking good on Trump and saying that he did no wrongdoing and she wants him as president?
Okay, you gotta show me that. Because if that's the case,
well, then it was
first
it
was about
she was
okay, so first off, he was like, so here's the story. He knew him for years, terrific guy. Then once he's president and somebody finally asked him about it, he's like, I don't know this fucking person. Then he's saying it's
he
a
never
hoax.
said he
Or
doesn't
saying,
know
oh, we
that
fell out
person.
because
That
of
is
property. Oh, we fell out because he took one of
now
my
you're
girls.
making shit
We
up.
fell out, isn't that? But but you just won't believe that, brother. There's so much evidence to find.
What evidence? You still haven't named a single piece of
I
evidence.
have named
keep
you
naming
dozens
you evidence
and
how Trump is
dozens of
innocent,
instances
and you just keep saying
where that
birthday letter, Epstein photo. Where is the evidence? Where is the evidence?
Brother, they were also neighbors. You can see it. You're just in denial of it. We all know you're in denial of it.
I can't see it because all I'm seeing is Epstein victims talking about how Trump had nothing to do with it.
Okay, are you actually
like
talking about that? Or are you looking at Republican congressmen and Republican senators
pull up the video
blocking
so you can watch
this?
it.
They're blocking this, brother. Republican officials,
Okay,
they're
why
blocking
did two
this.
Democrat judges, one in New York and one in Florida, block the release of
Trump
the Epstein
ignores
transcripts?
judge orders
They
all
were
the fucking
Democrats
time.
appointed
What are
by
you talking
Obama.
about?
They don't
Trump
want to
ignores
release
orders
these
all the
transcripts from
time.
courts because the transcripts show that the victims of Epstein were praising Trump as a good man and Epstein as a scumbag.
Brother, all Congress needs to do is just come out and vote on releasing the file. They can do that. All they need to do is just come out and vote on the files.
They did vote on it, and a couple of Democrats voted against releasing it as well. Do you want to talk about that?
I'm pretty sure most of the Democrats would have voted to release it.
Most of them. A couple of them voted against
good majority. I'm pretty sure,
and
if
by
not
the way,
all of them.
when they did that,
What
that
are their names? Who are the Democrats?
Who are
the two Democrats then? Who are the two Democrats that voted against it?
I mean, I can look it up. I don't know all of it by heart, but to say every single Democrat voted to release it?
Every single Democrat would want this release.
That's bullshit. That's wrong.
Okay, so then every Republican wants this release then. Every Republican wants this release?
No, some voted against it, but some did vote for
pedophiles then.
Some Democrats voted for it, some voted against it. Same thing with the Republicans.
So I'm saying here, it doesn't matter.
Trying to make it a party issue is hilarious when some Democrats
You're right,
voted
it is hilarious. So just release a list and let's just get that over with. It's no longer
the list
a party
has
issue
already came out now, and Trump's name is not on it.
Then they didn't release the files, brother.
Oh,
they released shit
so unless Trump's name's on those files, they didn't release it.
Now you're just spinning shit, brother. You're just spinning shit.
You just said unless they release the list with Trump's name on it, that's not the list.
Okay, so why? So then, if Bill Clinton's name isn't on there, why do you care?
I don't know. Have you read any of the 30,000 files?
Have you?
A couple of them, not all of them.
A couple, not all of them. The ones they want to release to you. The ones that they want to.
Well, I don't know. You wouldn't know what's in those files since you haven't looked.
Because the Republicans don't want them released. Because the Republicans don't want them released. Because it would incriminate Trump.
Clinton got subpoenaed. Do you know that, right? They got subpoenaed to talk. They got subpoenaed in court to talk about their relations and what they did with Epstein. So there might be going to prison
he's just as guilty and should be in prison for it.
Nope, they have to go through the process. They have to testify in court and they have to show evidence against them, yada, yada. You don't just put someone in prison without significant evidence. I know that's what you want to do to Donald Trump, but that's not how the court how the court system works.
Okay, can Donald Trump go to court and argue the fact that he's not in the Epstein files? Can he go to court and argue that he's not in the Epstein files then?
Yes, he can go to court when he gets subpoenaed or when they call him to court. Chris
or
left
should he just, if he was innocent, brother, if he was innocent, he'd just go there right now. He would just go and say it right now with nothing.
Have your guest say, brother, can I have some of your oats? I'm starving, brother. Can you please say that for our friend Chris?
I'm good.
Come on, you can say it, brother. Can I have some of your oats? I'm starving, brother.
Like I said, This is more important than
The
your
reason
little
Trump
man.
hasn't gone to court is because he hasn't been subpoenaed and there's no legal judgments against him to come to court. Like, what kind of question is that?
Okay, listen.
That's not how the legal process works. You don't just show up to court and say, "Hello, Mr. Judge, the Democrats told me I'm guilty. Can I prove my innocence?" No, that's not how it works. He's the president of the United States. He's working very hard for our
just
country.
admit it. You're in denial that your boy's a pedophile.
Just admit it. You don't have evidence.
If Bill
Can you
Clinton's
just
in the list,
admit that you don't
arrested.
have
Donald Trump's
substantial
in the list,
evidence?
pedophiles are evil. I shouldn't have to
Yes,
explain
we
that to you.
agree. Can we
Pedophilia
agree
is
that
evil.
you don't have substantial evidence? Oh, where'd he go?
Pedophilia, they should be in jail.
Okay, we agree, but do we also
You
agree?
cannot get that
Wait.
in your head.
Do we
You
agree
support
innocent
pedophiles.
until proven guilty or no?
Then go to court. That's what going to court
The
is
reason he hasn't been sent to court is because there's no evidence to subpoena or put a case against him.
There is the list.
A photo with Epstein is not evidence. How many times do we gotta talk about this?
Okay, so then the victims who were talking to
the victims that said Trump is innocent. You mean
with
those
Jeffrey
victims?
Epstein? And
here, let's play this. Let's play this quick clip of the victim saying Trump is innocent. Does that sound good with you?
That's not real. None of those testimonies are real.
You don't believe the victims? Here, let's play this.
I believe the victims. You do not.
Okay, if you believe the victims, then watch this. What testimonies are you referring to? Let me play this.
What was it happening this week? Do you remember when Nancy May?
When Donald Trump said he wasn't on the Epstein list, you guys did not believe him. When Ghislaine Maxwell said Donald Trump was not on the Epstein list, you guys did not believe him. Well, how about if the Epstein victims themselves say that Donald Trump is not on the list? Will you believe them?
I do have to ask, and I know, and it's just something that I think we're compelled to at this moment, with the attention on President Trump, with these questions around a pardon. Did anybody see or hear of the president himself doing anything inappropriate as it related to Jeffrey Epstein?
No, the answer is no. They didn't see Trump do anything inappropriate because no one said they have. No one. Where did he go, guys? The screen is frozen. If you guys have any questions, comments, anything you want to talk about, drop some super chats. Okay, there you are. You're back.
Not back. No, go to court, brother. Just go to court.
Why would you
Prove
go
it
to
in
court for a
Prove
crime
it
that
in
you're
court.
not being
Court is the last
prosecuted
place, in my opinion, where the truth can come out. Go to court.
Okay,
go to court.
prosecute
Televise
him
it.
then. You don't go to court until you're being prosecuted or there's a case against you.
Okay,
That's
we
simple.
have considerable evidence to believe that Trump
then
Trump
tell
and Bill
a judge
Clinton
to file criminal charges
were
against
involved
him.
with
Talk
Jeffrey
to a
Epstein.
judge. Talk to one of your Democrat judges because they have
Or
not
talk
filed
to
any
your
criminal charges
So the
against
Republicans don't care about stopping pedophiles.
No, you guys don't care about the 476,000 missing children at the border. If you cared about stopping human trafficking, if you cared about the children, you would be talking about how open borders under Joe Biden led to 476,000 missing children. You would be talking about how Joe Biden let anyone pick up kids in the ICE detention centers. Hey, I'm here to pick up my son. Can I pick up that brown one over there? That's what Joe Biden was letting people do. He was letting
you wish, brother. You fucking wish. You fucking
out
wish.
of the
You
ICE
fucking wish.
detention center, and you ignore the 476,000 children. Ask him about Ashley Biden's diary.
So apparently 400,000 kids are missing, but you can't shut the fuck up about millions of migrants showing up over the border. There is plenty of evidence. You're just in denial of it.
No, Ashley Biden's diary. That is evidence that Joe Biden is a PDF file.
Show me the actual show me transcripts from the diary, and we can talk about
show you the diary. Now we got to show evidence.
Show
2 seconds ago, a picture wasn't enough.
Show me
you can find the diary
unless you
online.
actually have. We're talking about Epstein, brother. Just admit it. Your guy's a pedophile, and you just can't admit it.
That you have no evidence and you lose.
There's plenty of evidence. You're just ignoring it.
Prosecutors have to file a case.
That's why you gotta talk about kids chopping off their dicks and illegal immigrants.
Because
you can't talk about Trump and Epstein because it's obvious.
They won't make a case if it will fail. Why haven't prosecutors made a case?
It wouldn't fail because if it was
they had no problem making
why
a
would he
case
try
for all
everything
these
in his
other
power
bullshit.
To hide this? Why would he do everything in his power to hide this?
He told the judge to release the transcripts in Florida. He told him to release the transcripts in New York. Why did the Democrat Obama-appointed judge say, no, we're not releasing those transcripts?
Okay, so a Obama-appointed judge in Florida makes all of the decisions on what can be released to the public.
Eric, you Eric, is that what you're
listen,
trying to say?
listen. So a Florida judge has all the decisions on what can be released or not throughout the entire country.
Apparently, this judge said, "Nope, we're not releasing the court
So
transcript
one
from the
judge is in charge of
2006
everything in the country.
trial."
One judge is in charge of releasing everything in the country. We have to rely on one Obama judge in Florida to release.
We have to rely on multiple jurisdictions and multiple judges where all the criminal court cases went along.
Congress has the power to release that.
Okay, then why did the Democrats vote against it? Why did the Republicans
voted against it? What are you talking about? You're not
Both
even paying
Republicans
attention to the
and
news,
Democrats
brother.
voted against it. If you don't
You're
know that
not
basic
paying
facts,
attention.
you don't
Look
know
it up.
anything about this
Republicans try hard and hard to vote against it because they know it
Okay,
would
are you going to
incriminate
admit
Donald
that
Trump.
Democrats also voted against it, or are you just going to ignore the facts?
No, I can accept that, but
Okay,
then they're
so
just
there
as guilty.
you go. Why
Then
are
they're
they
just as
also
guilty,
voting
brother.
against it?
Then listen, you're
Shouldn't
missing the
you be
point.
more
You're
focused on
missing
the other
the goddamn
politicians
point.
that are trying
You're
to make
missing
sure
the point. You're missing the point.
Shouldn't
You're
you
missing
be
the
focused
point.
on the people that are trying to make sure the list doesn't come out? You keep saying it's Trump, but I keep pointing the people that are not Trump.
Here's the deal. Why it's Trump? Because he was a friend of Epstein. There are
Okay,
photos
he doesn't
and videos
control
of it.
the court system. There's separation of powers. He's not supreme dictator. He can't hold people at gunpoint and make them do things.
I believe you'd want him as a dictator because you want him to run as a third
Hell
term.
yeah! Let's end the liberal rule
the fact that
forever.
you want him as a dictator. You don't care about what happens in this country.
It's
as
a
long
joke.
As you...
Graham, salute Mr. Mark Wahlberg. You lost the debate. Chris, stop spoofing the chat. Thank you, Burnell. Thank you.
Yeah, he had to give you your little drug money in order for you to feel bad.
I don't take any drugs. I'm 100% sober. I don't
either,
drink
brother.
alcohol. I don't do anything.
That must be a sad life, brother.
No, I mean I drink occasionally, but I'm not addicted.
Okay, then just be honest. You just drink occasionally. Don't need to be like
I don't really
purist
drink
about it.
Like when I say I don't drink, I mean I don't really drink that much. But
you don't have to call someone a drug
addict. You probably smoke it, that flower or something.
Well, I can if I want.
Okay, so
I haven't really in years because I have responsibilities, but I can if I want, and that shouldn't be a discriminatory or a disqualifying.
Well, then why are you trying to discriminate towards me and say drug money, drug money?
Brother had to give you $100 to
because he likes my content. You're angry about that? That upsets you?
I'm not angry about your content. I'm just explaining the fact that you support a festival.
Burnell, check your Discord messages. I messaged you on Discord. I really appreciate that, though, Burnell. I'm sorry that the liberals don't really like the super chats, but anyway, where were we? We were yapping about Epstein before that completely just mind-boggled you. Oh my God!
No, I'm not mind-boggled. I'm mind-boggled at the fact that you can't admit that your boy had something to do with Epstein.
I just wish you had substantial proof.
There is plenty of proof. You're just ignoring it.
Criminal charges, okay, maybe I'll give you a little bit there. Maybe
the fact that Trump's ignoring it himself is proof enough. It's proof enough, brother.
Evidence and proof. This is just bullshit.
Trump deflecting and saying it's a hoax, saying he didn't know the guy, and now Mike Johnson saying he's an FBI informant.
Sorry?
Looks sussy as fuck, dude.
What was it before the Epstein thing? It was he's a rapist. He's a rapist. That was before Epstein. It was
he was found civilly liable of raping a woman.
He's a felon.
He was found civilly liable of raping E. Jane Carroll. He was.
No, that's not what he was found liable for. That's
yes,
he was found liable for sexual assault, brother. Do you not know
Which is still rape? It's rape.
No, that is not the same thing. That is not the same.
He was still civilly liable. He didn't get charged for it, but he was in a court. It's saying yes, you did.
What you're saying about us
reasonable for this.
Super chats? Nothing, Chris. I'm just saying that some of the libs here don't like super chats. They get it hurts their feelings, I guess.
Yeah, one of your comments is saying it's an appeal. She won that appeal. She won that.
Also,
she still gets to keep her $83 million.
That accused 14 other men, and she also literally said, "Some people would say grape is sexy. Some people would say it's hot. I take dating advice from my dog."
There was plenty of evidence to prove that Trump sexually assaulted and raped
you just
E.
grab
Jane
him
Carroll.
on like the dog, and you just hump him just like the dog. That was Jean Carroll. She just said all that shit that I just told you.
Sounds a lot like something Trump would think Jean Carroll would say.
No, this was found out. The documents are out there. The proof of her saying all this shit is out there.
Okay, well then there's a case that he was found civilly liable.
Okay, that's not a criminal charge. Do you know the difference between a
but
criminal and a civil charge?
It's still an admission. Your boy sexually assaulted somebody and was found responsible for it. He was found responsible for it.
Criminally liable.
He was found liable of it, though.
Liable,
It still
not a
showed
criminal.
that he still show he was found responsible for it.
He was found responsible of, owing her money, if that's what you mean.
No, he
Why
still
would a
sexually
victim
assaulted
like
her.
that not go after
That's what
him
the
for
case was for,
criminal
bro.
charges?
Okay, you want to talk about owing
He
money?
didn't show a
Trump
single
lied
piece of
about his
evidence. This was just
taxes.
all a story, yapping.
No, it's
Not a single
story
piece
to
of evidence.
you because
30
you don't
years
believe it.
later.
No, you just don't believe it,
Do you
brother.
want to talk about something factual, or do you just want to argue
I
about
am
bullshit?
talking about something
Let's
factual.
talk
You just
about
don't want to
tariffs
talk about
then.
it. You just don't want to talk about it, brother.
No, I just debunked all of your bullshit about
No,
it.
you don't want to believe it. You just don't want to
I
believe it,
told
brother.
you what she said.
Well, you're telling me what you think she said. I know what the case is.
Do you know the case? Are you a lawyer like Chris
Look,
is?
brother,
I didn't know that.
just
I
this
didn't know
isn't
you were a
going
criminal
anywhere.
defense attorney. Just
It's
like
goodbye, brother.
Epstein
You
had a
just the fact
painting
that you
of Bill
support a
Clinton.
pedophile, brother. Just support the
Well, I'm
fact that
sorry
you
you don't have
support.
substantial evidence. You don't want to talk about any policies. Oh, is he rage quitting? What's going on right now? I think he rage quit, guys. He rage quit! Victory! Another victory! Trump supporters can't stop winning! Yeah! We can't stop winning, guys. We just keep on winning. We just keep on beating them down time after time after time after time. He rage quit. We won. He didn't want to talk about tariffs. He didn't want to talk about economic policy. He didn't want to lose any longer. He was sick of losing. If you guys have any final questions, topics, anything you want to talk about, drop some super chats. Burnell, check your Discord. I messaged you. I hope everyone is having a great evening. Guest wife did wear the pants. Now, since you rage quit, I can say that comment. Since you rage quitted. Guys, I think the real reason he rage quit is because of all the super chats. I think Burnell's super chat sent him over the edge. When he saw that, his face was like, I'm going to clip that, by the way. I'm going to clip that. I got to clip that. That was a hilarious moment. He is experiencing domestic violence. RIP, brother. That is horrible. Burnell, me and Chris both want to talk to you in the Discord. If anyone wants to talk with me or debate with me, join the Discord. Chris, are you still watching? Was that not a W for Trump supporters all around the world? We're defeating these liberals one by one. We are destroying the woke mind virus. His frozen image is like a corpse you're dancing on. Pretty much. Brother, we won. We won. When you rage quit, we win. It's simple as that. Was that not a win for us, guys? Was that not a win? Was that not a win for us? Come on. Was that not a win for us? Come on, guys. Was that not a damn win for us? Comment W down below. Guys, that was, W MAGA. We're just defeating the woke mind virus. He lost. Yeah, he did lose. It was that easy to defeat that fella. We're defeating the woke mind virus one time at a time. One day at a time. One debate after another. We are defeating the woke mind virus. It's not even, it's just easy. It's just easy. We just debate them. We just get them on here. They rage quit because they can't handle it. They can't handle it. I defeated the MAGA in your Discord debate. Fair enough, Chris. Fair enough. But Chris, you got to admit, I won there. I won. Come on, Chris. I just want to hear you say that I won that. Come on, brother. Come on. You can admit that I won that. I'm very pleased with that. I'm very, very pleased with that. He couldn't have ended in any more way that I could have been pleased with that. That was absolutely amazing. That was freaking unbelievably amazing. Claiming victory? Yeah, when you rage quit, it's pretty clear who won. Oh, I'm so happy I won that, guys. That was such a great victory for MAGA. If you want to call in, if you want to debate, you can join the Discord, link in the bio. We completely defended. We destroyed that guy when it came to Epstein. We destroyed him in the first two topics. I really wanted to talk about tariffs with him, but I don't think he's too educated on what tariffs really are, so he didn't want to debate that. But I'll try to invite him back for brother. What's up, Cream One? My friends. That was an amazing W, chat. That was an amazing W. That was an easy W. That I couldn't have even thought that would have been, a better W. That was an amazing W, guys. An amazing W. Like, holy shit. I'm sorry, I'm just bragging about how we won and we defeated the liberal woke mind, the hive mind liberal, but man, that was so easy. That was so easy. That was such an easy win. I'm just surprised. I thought he was going to put up more of a fight. Like, all they could keep saying is PDF file, PDF file, PDF file. When I kept presenting the evidence, he was just in straight denial. He was just in denial of the evidence. He was in denial. He was in denial. That was just amazing. That was a giant win. That was a giant win. We got lots of great clips out of that. That is absolutely amazing. Holy shit, that was a good one, guys. That's going to make for some good clips. That's going to make for some good content. And he lost his fucking mind when he saw Brunel's super chat. He refused to listen to the victim. What victim? That fella? He was in denial. Never visited that Nile, but he visited it. Surprised he didn't have a mask on. Me too. Me too. I got a lot more things to say that I would really love to say, but I'm not going to say them here. You guys, you filled in the blanks rather well in the comment section. If anyone has any final things to say, I think I'm going to wrap this up in a minute or two, but the adrenaline rush from that win is insanity. We won, guys. We won. That was a freaking victory. I agree with you, Eric. I agree with you. You made my night in Florida. Hell yeah, brother. I hope you enjoyed that because that was, a funny debate. That was just a funny one, guys. What about the birthday letter to his bud Epstein? I mean, we went over that in the beginning of it. We already talked about I'll join you. Dusty in 3 versus 3 open borders. Oof, that sounds like a crazy matchup. 3 versus 3. You won't win in our rap battle. I probably won't win in our rap battle, but when are you going to join the Discord so we can do a rap battle? I probably won't win in the rap battle. The Bill Clinton laugh, though. Who, from me or him? Who was laughing like Bill Clinton? You'll join the MAGA side for once. I figured you don't like open borders. The letter, okay, I'll talk about the letter. Since someone dropped a super chat about it, that was digitally created. He even tried to make an excuse for it. Well, he's like, yeah, it was digitally created. It was made with Celeport. The devil's a Democrat. Okay, you got me there. Dylan, can we get maybe a $10 super chat for the devil's a Democrat? Just to celebrate our win. Anyone, can we get a $10 super chat for Devil is the Democrat? Or if someone wants to put up 5 and another person wants to put up 5. But yeah, that birthday letter, I'll just say this last thing and then we can play the song probably. But Devil is a Democrat, that's, or not Devil is a Democrat, but yeah. About that birthday letter, yeah. Many Democrats are even admitting that shit looks fake. It's digitally created. He tried to use an excuse. He said, that letter was made, that letter was sent in an email. That letter was sent in an email. I said, well, what did the Democrats say? They said that was a handwritten letter by Trump. Why is it digital? Why does it look like it was made in Photoshop? And he just kept saying, well, it was sent in an email. It was sent in an email. And he could not really, prove why the letter was in digital format. He could not provide me an answer why the letter was digital and looked like it was created on, Microsoft Word or Photoshop or some shit like that in 10 minutes. He could not provide me evidence against that. Why would Trump sue another company if that birthday letter was real? Trump would not put a lawsuit against someone if that birthday letter was real. There's no point of suing someone when they can just prove you wrong in court and countersue you. Like, there's no reason why he would do that. But we proved them wrong, guys. Devil is a Democrat, no matter what people say. Congrats, little brother. Hey, thank you. I really appreciate you, the cream one. I really appreciate you. Graham, you should do an immigration debate and dress up like Tom Homan in realistic Tom Homan mask while doing it. Okay, for Halloween, I plan on getting an ice Halloween costume. I plan on getting a Tom Homan mask if they make it. I also plan on, at a 20,000 subscriber special, I think I'll paint my face orange, or maybe before then, possibly. How do I join the chat? You just go on and click to my YouTube link. Under the Cameo, you'll see more links, and you can go to the Discord. You click the Discord, and then you're in the chat with all of us. That's how you can do a call-in. That's how you can get in. Much appreciated, big bro. The cream one. Much appreciated that. We won that. It was amazing. Graham's funniest comment ever to me was asking if Tom Homan's wife ate the illegal immigrants. Okay, yeah. I don't know if that was his wife or not. I thought that was his daughter or niece or something. Fine. If I must, let's blast the song. All right, fair enough. All right, let's start it over from the beginning. And let's play this baby. Chris, I'm sorry. I know you're a registered Republican. That's the Discord link. Thank you, Burnell. Click that link right there, guys. You can join the Discord. Burnell is a goated moderator. He has the funny comments. He has amazing super chats, and he even supports to get people in the Discord. Wow, Burnell. Salutes to Burnell. You're a great man, Mr. Burnell. The propaganda is on every channel. Hold on, let me wipe my camera, actually. Sorry, guys. It's a little bit, I think it would look a bit better if I wiped it first. Hold on. Hold the door. I'm a Graham publican. This is Chris's favorite song, everyone. This song is for Chris. Chris loves Tom McDonald. Oh, let's play it from the beginning. Come on, guys. The propaganda is on every channel. They think we stupid like the truth is just too hard to handle. Put on your camera with your culture war and load the ammo. They want Antifa ruling everything like it's Seattle. And they want anyone who's fighting to be dead and canceled. They want rainbows in the classrooms and 15 different bathrooms. Hell no! They want war, they don't want peace. They want fentanyl in our streets. They want borders to be weak. I swear the devil lives in California. He a politician. He passing bills that bring chaos and division. Yeah, the devil lives in California. Should be in prison. He got horns, but he tries to keep them hidden. Cause the devil is a Democrat. And we don't play that. They say that. They love America. We know it ain't that. The devil is a Democrat. Ronald McDonald. Tomorrow, McDonald's. They get celebrities to do they talking. They get mansions while they cram it all into apartments. Tell us it's cool to stay in school and then make you retarded. If you ain't liberal, then they treat you like you human garbage. If you speak up, then you a target. They want their voice to an amplifier. Violence and our flag on fire. No voter ID required. He's an American. They want defund the police. They want you surrounded by screens. The devil lives in California. He a politician. He passing bills that bring chaos and division. Yeah, the devil lives in California. Should be in prison. He got horns, but he tries to keep them hidden. Cause the devil is a Democrat. And we don't play that. They say that. They love America. We know it ain't that. The devil is a Democrat. And we ain't with it. We ain't switching. Y'all are tripping. I guess God just does us different. Dog, the devil is a Democrat. That's a fact. Hell yeah, Unique Craft. Smash that like and subscribe button. That's a rap, it ain't news. And the way they treat America is proof. I swear the devil lives in California, $100 bills. He knows everyone in Hollywood and parties in the hills. Give you everything you ever want. He's an American now, an American. The devil is a Democrat. And we don't play that, they say that. They love America, we know it ain't that. The devil is a Democrat. And we ain't with it, we ain't switching. Y'all are tripping, I guess God just does us different. Cause the devil is a Democrat. And we don't play that, they say that. They love America, we know it ain't that. The devil is a Democrat. And we ain't with it, we ain't switching. Y'all are tripping, I guess God just does us different. Dog, the devil is a Democrat. Anyone drop any amount, it can be $1 single. We will play that song again. I love that song, guys. Trump's a felon, but he's also your president. Come on, guys. Come on. America! AAA, also says that gas prices have gone down. They also have gone down, they said 5%, according to AAA, but I think it's much higher than that. Also, not to mention, some blue states have added gas tax. Maybe Massachusetts is one of those places where they added, gas tax. I don't know, Chris. Maybe you could tell me. Okay, we'll play it one more time anyway, maybe just for the hell of it. Hey, I was gonna play it anyway, but appreciated you. I figured someone would come through. Propaganda is on every channel. They think we stupid like the truth is just too hard to handle. You should look at what the Democrats said about that Ukrainian girl's unaliving. They made a GoFundMe. They called him a victim of society. Play it again. Mark crying about now. Holy cow, Burnell. Please check your Discord messages after this. I'm going to thank you. I cannot thank you enough, Burnell. W, Burnell! W! All right, we'll play it 3 times, in fact, for you guys. The propaganda is on every channel. They think we stupid like the truth is just too hard to handle. But on your camo, it's a culture war and love the ammo. They want Antifa ruling everything like it's Seattle. And they want anyone who's fighting to be dead and canceled. They want rainbows in the classrooms and 15 different bathrooms and white guys that hate black dudes. They want war, they don't want peace. They want fentanyl in our streets. They want borders to be weak. I swear the devil lives in California. He a politician. He passing bills that bring chaos and division. Yeah, the devil lives in California. Everyone say W's Burnell in the chat. W Burnell. Dang, Burnell rolls with Trump and Musk. Chris, that's a funny comment. Chris is still in here because he loves this song. Come on, guys. If you ain't liberal, then they treat you like you human garbage. If you speak up, then you a target. They want their voice to an amplifier. Violence and our flag on fire. No voter ID required. They want war, they don't want peace. They want defund the police. They want you to I know, I'm saying you've been in tune because you love Tom McDonald. You love him. That's why you're still on here, because you love Tom McDonald. And you know the devil lives in California. Because the devil is a Democrat. And we don't play that. They say that. They love America. We know it ain't that. The devil is a Democrat. And we ain't with it. We ain't switching. Y'all are tripping. I just got this brother different. Dog, the devil is a Democrat. That's a fact. That's the truth. Look how bad that it gets when it's blue. He thinks you are triggered, Chris. You don't like the song. You're triggered. The way they treat America is proof. I swear the devil lives in California, $100 bills. He knows everyone in Hollywood and parties in the hills. Give you everything. They released those files, Charlie. I'm sorry to tell you. They've been released. And we don't play that. They say that. They love America. We know it ain't that. The devil is a Democrat. And we ain't with it. We ain't switching. Y'all are tripping. I just got this brother's different. Now the devil is a Democrat. The devil is a Democrat. America, we know it ain't that. The devil is a Democrat. And we ain't with it, we ain't switching. Y'all are tripping. I guess God just built us different, dog. The devil is a Democrat. We can play any of Tom McDonald's songs that you guys want to see. It's all up to Burnell, but if anyone wants to see another Tom McDonald song, maybe the one with Ben Shapiro called Fact, or I don't know, any one of his songs, we can play it. Or we can play this song one more time. Fake Woke, is that one of Tom McDonald's songs, Chris? Any of Tom McDonald's songs. Let's see. Someone said Fake Woke. Is that a Tom McDonald song? Can I join a call? Yeah, sure, you can join the call. You got to. We'll play Fake Woke, and then we'll play American Flag. Or whatever Burnell says. At the end of the day, it's up to Burnell. If you want to debate, join my Discord, brother. I mean, you just click on the link. You go to the links. It's right under the Cameo link, and you can, join the Discord. Okay, Fake Woke. Let's play it then. I
Think it's crazy I'm the one who they labeled as controversial, and Cardi B is the role model for 12-year-old girls. There's rappers pushing Xanax at the top of the billboard, but if I mention race in a song, I'm scared I'll get killed for it. It's backwards, it's getting exponentially dumb. It's more difficult to get a job than purchase a gun.
I knew Chris loved Tom McDonald. Chris bumped Tom McDonald in his car. I know he's Canadian, but he has American citizenship now.
Cancel culture runs the world now. The planet went crazy. Label everything we say as homophobic or racist. If you're white, then you're privileged, guilty by association. All our childhood heroes got me too to the rape. They never freed the slaves. They realized that they don't need to change. They gave us tiny screens.
The Democrats never freed the slaves.
The game they need to play for people to big teams. They use the media to feed the flame.
Clown World? You want Clown World next? We'll play Clown World next.
Crazy how these people screaming facts, but they fake woke. Hate their neighbor because he wears a mask or he stays home. Has a daughter, but his favorite book said he slays
Even
hoes.
Chris said, fuck off with where's the Epstein files. He's a Democrat. He's telling other Democrats to fuck off with where's the Epstein files.
When the system's screwing everyone exactly the same. I just want to spend Thanksgiving Day with food in my family.
They keep coming, Chris. They keep coming.
Black and white and political. Republicans are bigots, libtards if you're liberal. There's riots in our streets and it's just getting worse. Y'all screaming deep on the police. Y'all a genius for sure. They're underfunded already. They're way too busy to work. Order food and call the cops. See what reaches you first. Segregation ended, that's a lie in itself. That was a strategy to make us think they were trying to help. They knew that racism was hot if they designed it to sell. We buy up every single box and divide us ourselves.
I prefer the devil as a Democrat, but this one's not bad either. Where's the Epstein file? Released. They've been released. They've been released.
If a man has mental illness, call him crazy. Say it silently. When country's going crazy, we accept it as society. Get sick and take a pill. When the side effects get you high, you get addicted like these rappers dying fighting with sobriety. Censoring the facts turns our children into idiots. They claim it's for our safety. I'll tell you what it really is. Removing information that empowers all the citizens. The truth doesn't damage points of view that are legitimate. They're trying to change amen to amen and women. How do we let them make praying a microaggression? Instead of asking God,
nothing productive comes from that comment. It's a buzzword. Where's the files? Like, I have them. You want me to release them?
Feels like they secretly hate guys. I don't trust anyone who bleeds for a week and don't die. I'm just kidding. But everything else that I said is right.
Ah, they're back again. It's the same person. It's more down. They keep coming back. I don't have the files. They've been released. I don't have the files. I'm sorry, liberals. If I had the files, I would tell you that they've already been released. Would you like me to release them again? Okay, what's the next? What should we play next for a song? Anything by Tom McDonald. Anything, guys. We'll play 2 or 3 more. Where's the files? They asked me, where's the files? Like I have them. They've been released. Oh, no. Only Hulk Hogan rips shirts. Is that a Tom McDonald song? I'm sorry, I'm not really fully caught up with his music. But I will... But I have been listening to more and more of him, even on my free time. How do I join? I'm on the Discord while I'm live streaming right now. And after this live stream, I'm going to call it a night. But we can set up a debate tomorrow. Oh, look, they're back. They're back. They're back, guys. They keep making new accounts. Okay, what's the next song, guys? What's the next song? We're defeating the Democrats. It's too much of a win for us, guys. The debating championship will continue. I'm liking the major. I'm liking the MLB of debating. Clown World. Okay. Clown World will play it. That was really, really a funny debate. I will be posting, probably 2 to 5 clips of it. Oh, welcome back.
You worry about leaving a better planet for our kids. How about leaving better kids for our planet? Entire generation offended and everything.
Hey, peace, Chris. Have a good one, my friend. Have a good one. Thanks for tuning in. We got to talk about this debate tomorrow. I'll call you and we can talk about it. It was funny. And Brunel, I want to speak to you on the phone as well, my friend, at some point. We got to call and talk on the Discord sometime, if you have some time, of course.
All lives matter. We don't need black or white or left or right. What we need is common sense. We need balance. We're all in the same boat. Why you trying to make holes? If they sink, we sink. This is madness. I'm offended that you're offended by me taking offense.
We defeated at least a couple hundred Democrats. We just destroyed their feelings and their beliefs. I really do. See ya, Chris. See ya. Super brain dead tonight. Yeah, we triggered a lot of liberals. A lot of them. Adios, Chris. Adios.
Can't build a wall. Why does your house have a fence? I believe in 2 genders. I'm a man at the rest. I'm just confused when a dude has a beard and some breasts. We won't always agree. No, I don't hate all police. No, I don't think that the system's racist. I just think the system hates me. Oh, I think fighting violence with more violence is what they want. Viruses.
Peace out, Brunel. Peace out.
Dying, we won't stay home. Black lives matter, all lives matter.
Thank you once again, Brunel. Wait. Let me thank Brunel. Thank you, man. I really appreciate that. Those big super chats. We really pissed them off. And I hope to talk to you soon, more on Discord, one-on-one. Maybe we can have a voice call tomorrow or whenever you're free. I don't want to interrupt your schedule, but just let me know. I really appreciate you, Brunel. Really, really appreciate those big super chats that you left. Peace out. Peace out, Brunel. Really appreciate you, my guy. Cannot thank you enough. Really, my friends. Thank you. That means a lot.
It's modern segregation. This is setting up a civil war.
Thank you, Mr. Brunel. Yeah. W all mods. W all mods. Thank you, Cream One. Thank you, Nelson. Thank you, Burnell again. Thank you, Snuffles. Thank you, Chris. Even though I think you left. Thank you, all the mods out there. Even people in the comments, the haters, the supporters. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you.
The only races that we hated were the ones that we ran into.
J Money, I also appreciate you, brother.
Started noticing the color of our skin. Christians and atheists, immigrants, patriots. We love the country, but we are not saving it. Wages don't raise to the rate of inflation, and half of the country hates all of the nation. It's funny that we think the world owes us something. All the phones got smart, but the people so dumb. We care more about the likes on a selfie than our moms, and the only time we ever speak the truth when we're drunk. We won't always agree. No, I don't hate all police. No, your thoughts and opinions, they facts, and they are not defining my reality. No, I think.
I would love to play that song. I love that James Brown song, but YouTube does not like that song. This song just does profit sharing for like the advertisements that run on this video afterwards. But that song, James Brown, gives like, a whole copyright thing where I have to delete it out of the entire video. And I prefer not to do that. Tom in his true form.
Probably what has got us here. United States is great regardless. That's what.
Sorry, Snuffles. I love that song. I listen to that song on my free time.
What's all this division for? It's modern segregation. This is setting up a civil war. Burn the circus down because the world is full of clowns. They're all stupid and they're proud. Baby smiles on their mouths. I don't hang with those homie. I can be around you. Anyone Everyone who knows me knows my feet don't fit in clown shoes. They tell you be yourself and then they judge you on the internet till everybody hates you for it. If Jesus was alive, I swear to God that I would cancel him. Cause lately being negative is the real new normal. Yeah, if you're thick, you're fat, you're rich, you're bad, you're poor, you're black, you're white, you're whack. They lie in facts. My generation needs a bunch of free condoms. Common sense ain't.
Yep, that's why I play his videos, Nelson. He won't take the video down. Steven, the only reason I'm playing this because I really like Tom McDonald and because the super chatters have requested this. Multiple super chats have requested this. So I'm just taking what the people want. But Steven, if you want to debate sometime or just talk on live stream, you're welcome to do so. Just join my Discord and we can get it going.
Ain't that common. This is what they want.
All right, guys, I think I'm out of here, but I really want to give a special thanks again to Burnell. I don't think he's in here. I want to thank the Creamon a lot. I want to thank Snuffles. I want to thank J Money. I want to thank everyone, all the moderators. I think most of them left, so I'm not going to, thank them again. Okay, that's awesome. Audi 5000, super chat next time. I really appreciate everyone. It was a great debate. It was a great night. I'm going to get some rest now. I really appreciate everyone out there. Love you guys. Much love. Have a great night. Peace, prosperity, and love. Thank you, Jesse. Spammers, yep, they keep coming back, but I'm out of here, guys. Have a great one. Have a great night. Love you all. Doesn't matter about your political party. We're all humans at the end of the day. I just want to say that as well. But peace out. Peace, guys.